If you've been paying attention to what's been happening to the Naira over the last few years, you've probably asked yourself this question at least once. Should I just be saving in dollars? Is Naira even worth saving anymore? And if I do save in dollars, how do I even do that from Nigeria? These are fair questions, and they deserve a real answer. Not a panic response, not a dollar is king blanket statement, but an actual, honest breakdown of both sides. Because the truth is more nuanced than what most people are saying online. Dollars are not automatically the answer, and Naira is not automatically a lost cause. What matters is understanding what each one does, what each one costs you, and what your actual situation is. That's what this video is, a real comparison. By the end of it, you'll know exactly which option makes sense for you or how to use both. Let's start with Naira savings. What's actually happening? When you save in Naira, you're saving in a currency that has been losing value consistently. In 2020, $1 was around 380 Naira. By 2024, it had crossed 1,500 Naira in some markets. That is not a small shift. That is your savings losing more than 3/4 of their dollar equivalent in 4 years, even if the Naira number in your account was growing. This is what people mean when they talk about inflation and devaluation. It's not abstract. It means that the 500,000 Naira you saved in 2020 with plans to use it for something in 2024 now has the purchasing power of a fraction of what you planned. The number didn't change, the value did. And the interest rates on most Nigerian savings accounts, typically somewhere between 4 and 10% annually, are nowhere near enough to compensate for inflation running at 20, 30 or higher percent. So in real terms, Naira sitting in a regular savings account is losing value, quietly, every single month. That's the honest picture of Naira savings, not to scare you, just so we're working with reality. But Naira savings still have a place. Here's when they make sense. Despite everything I just said, there are very valid reasons to keep savings in Naira. And the most important one is this. Your life in Nigeria is priced in Naira. Your rent is in Naira, your food is in Naira, your transport, your children's school fees, your hospital bills, Naira. So if you're saving for something you need in the next 3 to 6 months, saving in Naira is actually practical. Converting to dollars and back costs you money in exchange rate spreads and fees. For short-term goals, the friction isn't worth it. Naira savings also makes sense as your emergency fund. When an emergency hits, you need money now, not after a conversion and a 2-day transfer window. Speed matters in emergencies. Naira in an accessible account gives you that speed. The tools have also gotten better. Money market funds and treasury bills in Nigeria are currently offering returns that are significantly higher than a regular savings account, some above 20% annually. That's still not beating inflation entirely, but it's much closer than doing nothing. If you are going to keep Naira, at least put it somewhere it's earning. So Naira savings are not dead, they're just limited. They work for the short term, they work for emergencies, they struggle for anything long term. Now let's talk about dollar savings, the real benefits. The core argument for saving in dollars is simple. The dollar holds its value in a way the Naira currently doesn't. When you save in dollars, you're protecting yourself from devaluation. Whatever happens to the Naira next year, your dollar savings will still buy roughly the same amount of dollars they buy today. That stability is genuinely valuable in an economy like Nigeria's. And if the Naira continues to weaken against the dollar, which has been the trend for decades, your dollar savings are actually gaining Naira value over time, even without any interest. Someone who saved $1,000 in 2020 at 380 Naira to the dollar had 380,000 Naira in Naira equivalent. That same $1,000 today is worth over 1.5 million Naira in Naira equivalent. The dollars didn't multiply. The Naira just weakened, but the result for that person is real wealth preservation. For medium to long-term goals, saving to travel, saving to pay for postgraduate education abroad, saving toward a property, building a financial safety net, dollar savings are significantly more powerful than Naira savings for exactly this reason. The real costs of saving in dollars that nobody talks about are these. Dollar savings are not free. There are real costs and real limitations you need to understand before you move everything. The first is access. To save in dollars from Nigeria, you're typically using a fintech platform, Rise, Bamboo, Busha, Gray, or similar services. These platforms are mostly reliable, but they are not CBN insured the way a traditional bank deposit is. If a platform runs into regulatory trouble or shuts down, your access to your money could be complicated. This has happened before. It's a real risk, not a theoretical one. The second is exchange rate spread. When you buy dollars with Naira, you're buying at a rate that is usually slightly above the market rate. When you convert back, you're selling at a rate slightly below. That gap is the platform's margin, and it costs you money every time you go in and out. If you're converting back to Naira frequently, those costs add up. The third is liquidity. Dollar savings are slightly less liquid than Naira savings. Not dramatically. Most platforms process withdrawals within a day or two, but in a genuine emergency, that delay matters. This is why your emergency fund should stay in Naira, not dollars. And the fourth, and this one is often ignored, is that dollar savings earn very little interest on most Nigerian platforms. You are getting the benefit of dollar stability, but you're not getting significant growth. If you want your dollars to actually grow, you need to move into dollar-denominated investments, ETFs, index funds, dollar money market funds, which is a separate conversation with a slightly higher risk profile. So which one should you actually use? Both. And here's exactly how to think about it. Your emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of living expenses, stays in Naira, in a high-yield account or money market fund, accessible, liquid, ready. Your short-term savings, anything you need in the next 6 months, also stays in Naira. The exchange cost isn't worth it for that timeline. Your medium and long-term savings, anything beyond 6 months, especially anything with a goal that is either abroad or inflation-sensitive, goes into dollars or dollar-denominated assets. You're not trying to get rich from the exchange rate. You're trying to protect what you've already earned from being silently eroded. And if you can, you build both simultaneously. Even if it's a small amount in dollars every month, the habit matters as much as the amount in the beginning. The question was never really dollars versus Naira. The question is always, what is this money for and how long do I have? Answer that honestly and the right choice becomes obvious. Both tools exist. Both have a role. The people who are quietly building in this economy are using them both strategically, not emotionally. That's the play. Before you go, hit the like button and subscribe button.